The parent company of a hospital filed for bankruptcy. In Harrisburg, ducks and geese will be tested for the avian flu. This city still has some of the worst traffic in the country. Lastly, meet the team headed to the Puppy Bowl. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. Prospect Medical Holdings, which owns Crozier-Chester Medical Center in Delaware County, recently filed for bankruptcy, reports CBS Local Philadelphia. In an update to a story this podcast has covered before, multiple lawsuits against the California-based company are pending, ones where vendors are suing Prospect, trying to get bills totaling hundreds of thousands of dollars paid. But for now, following the news of this bankruptcy and news of various other mismanagement by Prospect, Crozier-Chester Medical Center confirmed it will stay open as Prospect searches for a buyer. Still, both officials and citizens have voiced their frustration over the matter. Crozier is vital to Chester, specifically its trauma center. Losing it would be a huge blow to the community, which is why officials have banded together to fight to keep the hospital open. One state senator is even drafting legislation to bar for-profit companies from buying hospitals in Pennsylvania as a response. Said State Senator John Kane at a news conference this week, quote, "Today, I stand before you angry." Federal Wildlife Services officials will be testing ducks and geese at Italian Lake in Harrisburg for the avian flu today due to the current outbreak, reports Fox 43. Officials tend to do this during colder weather months since birds respond better to swabbing during this time. Once they're swabbed, they'll be released on site. And if you're in the area and you hear a loud bang, rest assured it's not a gunshot. It's the service's new net launcher that captures wild birds, which can get pretty loud. Philadelphia still has some of the worst traffic in the United States, states PennLive. A new report from INRIX has ranked the city of brotherly love as having the 5th worst traffic congestion in the country. Commuters lost an average 77 hours throughout the year because of this, as well as about $1,378 per driver in lost time and productivity. New York was the city that topped the list, with commuters losing an average 102 hours, as well as more than $1,800. Forget the Super Bowl, says why. The Puppy Bowl is coming up. This call to adoption TV event is going into its 21st year this year, with 142 puppies representing 80 shelters participating. And a bunch of Philadelphia area pooches, and, says CBS Local Pittsburgh, those from Pittsburgh have made the cut. Tune in Sunday, February 9th at 2 p.m. to see this awesome display of canine athletics on Animal Planet. That wraps up today's episode. For more news, visit PennLive.com, and please don't forget to rate this podcast wherever you may listen to it, and to share it around too, please. Thanks in advance, and of course, thanks for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and we'll get together tomorrow for some more Today in PA.